So one is the tonnage increase is something that depends again on the various operators, how they see that and how they want to enhance the complete ecosystem and bring it to the next level of the transport in terms of the export, in terms of the the bringing into the system wherein they can achieve that. The issue in achieving this, lot of capital investment, and the type of product you are going to transfer, and the market demand. Yeah, so there are n number of issues we need to look into before you really look into the rise. If you really see, the average is 15, what you are indicating. So raising to 35, I never seen from last 10-15 years. Okay, so this is one part of it. Second part is the classification perspective. It's very, very tedious classification rules coming up from the IMO, wherein especially in the green sector. So wherein there are a couple of issues are still in the classification, wherein we, as I come from the company called Rina, wherein we are the one of the classification in the Italian company, where we normally involve with the developers as well as the ship builders, as well as the IMO directly. Okay, so for the green energy, for the ammonia and methanol, wherein we have working from last 4 years already, making a policies in the classification perspective, making a technical, the advancement to the IMO along with the ship owners. Then we will be presenting to the IMO. So in September, we do have a presentation with two IMO, explaining them what is the pros and cons of the various energy transition, what we are thinking about from methanol or ammonia or hydrogen, whatever we are talking about. And then we also think about the C2 level, carbon intensity level, what Madam was pointing. There is an automation coming up inside the ship, wherein the C2 is automatically detected for the existing ships, as well as we are also suggested, down coming from the insurance perspective, what I'm talking, everything linked to the more you put, the more the insurance will rise. But for a green energy, we need to have this in place, because the green energy long run transfer of the ships is still not in place. If you really look in that perspective, we are hardly nowhere. So even methanol, it's 2.5 times bigger than the HBO oil where we need to store, and coming to the green ammonia, it will be 6 times. So what is happening is the capex cost increasing onto the ship things, wherein the insurance are getting much higher. This discrepancies are happening around, and where when we put up the technical point, shipbuilder comes with the insurance, IMO come with the regulations. It's rotating around there from last 3 to 4 years. So this is what I wanted to tell you. Yeah.
It's a very vicious circle I can see.
Exactly. Yes.
Where do the P&I club see them, their fortune in this?
I don't see, honestly, not much in the near future. But what I see is like should not aim for a bigger transition. In my view, the transition would be very, very limited to the tugboats, small passenger carrier boats. It is possible, and even in Rotterdam, maybe people know that it is already running. Tugboats are running, and the passenger boats are running. And then even this week Monday, I was in Oman. They also the Dukum port wants to have the green energy transition, wherein they are coming up with the concepts how to involve in these things. I see methanol is an immediate future. Ammonia would be somewhere around 2025. And the reason is the CC11 conference is scheduled this year. So if that comes with the safety aspects of the ammonia comes out, probably that is one of the potential we should look at it.
Yes,
Is what might
risk mapping of the energy transition has not been talked about. We are at the moment we are talking about the development stage.
Yes.
So we haven't even come to a state of maturity where you want to talk about risk management, financing, etc. We still, it's an R&D stage.
Exactly.
So to that extent, we
It is okay. It is okay.
But then, in the morning there was a question. Maybe Why, when thinking of this transition, when you have a proven nuclear transition and the world's navies are all kind of powering themselves, the nuclear submarines and whatever the submarines which can be borne underwater for very long periods. How do you look at it?
No, I personally don't see that. I should not be seeing that, because nuclear comes with a different difficulties in managing it. Okay, so the military and other things works in a different platform, whereas as a human, normal citizens, for us the health is a concern. When you are on board, are you safer to travel, and the healthier environment, that is fine. There will be a premium for increase in the pricing, that is always there, even for the HBO from last 15 years. So we are still managing that. Only thing is, if we can transition at least 15% of the global requirements to the new fuel, or an advanced fuel, or a green fuel, that itself is an achievement, because there are a lot of concerns and constraints are in the development.
So, in this development, do you think we should be piggybacking on LNG for a while?
We do had LNG for a couple of years, but somehow because of the BOG management, there is some issue in the BOG management for an LNG. If that comes up, definitely LNG is the one thing we should look at it. Yes, definitely.